From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee it, at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it, John Ross. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
On first down, Mahomes. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The Chiefs at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play fake. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
and goal.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Pacheco is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
5 finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Now Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Ross. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Now a run with Pacheco.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Noah Gray from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Yellow.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Ross on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, It's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the back. Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. They try with Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down.
69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Here we go.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
65.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here we go.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
21.
A gain of 13 yards.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
1st down.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play.
Here we go. Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. Still going. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Pacheco once again.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yellow, yellow.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
21. Here we go.
First down, Raiders.
Garoppolo on first down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards puts it off, and the Chiefs are going to take over after